Welcome to Eurosport's extended coverage of French rugby. The top league is called the Top 14, and we've got a top-of-the-table game for you this evening. Perpignan, the defending champions and the league leaders, and they're entertaining Toulon here at the Aimé Girel. Unusually, we're having a game on Thursday evening, and that's because we've got the autumn internationals coming up, and the French squad is taking their best players away. So that's the reason for the early game. Now, we're here in the southwest of France, in Perpignan, where the Mediterranean meets the Pyrenees, and this is the lineup of the defending champions. Joining me in the commentary tonight is former French international Laurent Benezech. So Laurent, what kind of game can we expect this evening?
We can expect an exciting game, which is nearly a derby between the two Mediterranean sides, Perpignan and Toulon. Perpignan, the former French champion, is at the top of the league. We watched them against Castres on Friday. They struggle a little bit to win the game, but they want to build up now. It will be a break with the international next weekend, so they definitively want to win tonight to guarantee a top position in the league. Toulon has more to prove. As you can see, is a new team with Philippe Saint-André as head coach and plenty of new players. Obviously, we won't see Johnny Wilkinson tonight, as he is with the England team ready to play against Australia this weekend. But Toulon is a big contender. They are improving their rugby recently. They have quite impressive wins, so they will play with no pressure tonight, and they will try to offer an open game, and maybe, if Perpignan is not at his best, to take the opportunity to win away.
Well, both teams come into the game on the back of good victories. Perpignan, as you just said, narrowly beat Castres last weekend, and of course Toulon, they also won away at Bayonne. So there's confidence there, but a word of warning for Toulon here at the Aimé Girel, it's very much a fortress. In fact, Perpignan haven't lost here since September, wait for it, of 2008. So it's a tall order for Toulon, but if there's one thing that Toulon do not lack, it's ambition.
Yeah, and it's Perpignan pitch, Aimé Girel, and Toulon Stadium, Stade Mayol are two very famous places to play rugby, because the crowd is really behind the favorite team, so it's always a great atmosphere to play there, and I guess it will be tonight with this passionate game. You can see a Perpignan president. He used to be a Perpignan lock in the 70s. You can see he's quite well built. It's more to be a lock than a president, and you just saw the Toulon president, as the two teams are staying behind poster. It's it's a big debate in France about tax facilities, and particularly the tax facility, which is in a way to help sports clubs to get the best player in France. It's true in rugby, it's true in football, because, as you know, France has a lot of tax. And it was this protection called image rights protection, but the government decided to stop that. So, of course, the French leagues try to defend it and try to avoid the new law will start by the 1st of January, which will be obviously a problem, as the club budgets are already done and decided for the rest of the season.
So tax breaks, which not just rugby but the world of French sport enjoy, are under threat, and that's what the French sports community are mobilizing against.
Yeah.
Here's the kick-off
by Nicolas Laharag first catch by a Toulon wing. Perpignan wants to put their opponent under pressure, and they do well as they got the scrum. So it will be David Mellet in charge of that first scrum and in charge of organizing the first Perpignan attack.
And for Perpignan, the hosts, it's a completely new half-back combination today compared to last Friday.
Yes, it's difficult to ask players to play twice in such a close time. So you have to use the depth of the squad. It's what the Perpignan has done more than Toulon, but Perpignan has quite an interesting squad. Particularly at the moment, there's not so many injury players. So they will do that with particularly the Gavin Hume as a center back from an injury. First scrum, fall down, and the ref judge was Perpignan front row fault. So Toulon will get the opportunity to leave their own 22 and kick in touch by David Fouquet. He's doing well. This is a free kick. It should be Perpignan line out.
And it's a big match for Fouquet because he's taking advantage of the absence of a certain Johnny Wilkinson. Already that was the case last weekend against Bayonne, and Fouquet did well. He kicked 3 penalties, and if Wilkinson isn't competition enough, then there's also the small matter of Felix Contepomi, the Argentinian fly half who should be fit in 2 weeks' time. So it's a big match for Fouquet.
Yeah, David Fouquet plays for Toulon for a couple of seasons now. He never was the first choice, but he's still a very good player, a player you are really happy to have in your squad and who can help you to win a game by his kicking mainly. Another scrum now, it should be Toulon scrum. And a good opportunity from that position, really in the middle of the pitch, to launch the first attack for Toulon. Particularly, you can see Fernandez Lobe, the Toulon number 8, ready and ordering the combination. And maybe he should take the ball himself. Except Perpignan is putting in the pressure with Tuilagi getting the ball. The small fault from Toulon. It will be a penalty. Should be the first opportunity for Perpignan to score 3 points. Can see the scrum again. The Perpignan props are putting their opponent under pressure. The Perpignan tighted prop, Laia Etoa, is under pressure and has to walk back. And that gives the opportunity to the Perpignan back row to get the ball, as we can see by Tuilagi right now.
Now, it's worth pointing out that last weekend against Castres, Perpignan actually trailed 12 points to 3 at half-time. And it was a game of 2 halves, but their strength in both halves was their scrum.
Yeah, very good kick by Porical, and the first 3 points for Perpignan. Toulon has to find a solution with their forwards, because they cannot spend the whole match being under pressure like they were on that first scrum. 3-0 for Perpignan.
Yeah, and Jerome Porical has been one of Perpignan's standout players so far this season. You said yourself, Florent, that we never know which team, what kind of team or game Perpignan are going to play. They've lacked consistency this season, yet they're still top.
It's always difficult to focus all season in France, particularly if you won the title the season before. You are ready for the big matches, but not for the little one. Good catch by the Perpignan wing and a very long kick, which will oblige Toulon to go back in their own 22 and kick in touch. Not on that one. Good ball for Perpignan. Jérôme Porical with Nicolas Larag on his wing. Sid, David Manas. And it's a good kick. It's line out for Toulon, but they will be under pressure. They will have the obligation to catch a clean ball and to give the opportunity to kick away. Perpignan wants to maintain Toulon in their own 22 and get the opportunity to score as quickly as possible. Let's see a short line out, straight for Fernandez, for Van Niekerk. And first maul for Toulon. It was close to be out. Not. And Jack to David Fouquet. And a long kick, as long as possible, for Jérôme Porical. Now he has to carry the ball. And he should choose for the kick, the up and under. Try to be in control of the ball. The ref will see some offside players, offside Perpignan. They didn't leave the area where the ball was kicked, so it will be a penalty for Toulon, and the opportunity to go in Perpignan side of the pitch for the first time of the game.
So already it's a much better start to this game than last Friday's against Castres.
Yeah, we can feel Perpignan really wants to score as quickly as possible. So if they can do that, they will be really in control of that game, and they know they should get tired after 1 hour in that game. So if they are leading with a gap, they should be in control. It will be no problem. Of course, Toulon will try to change that, particularly by David Fouquet kicking. First miss, first opportunity for Toulon, but it was quite far, more than 50 meters. So Sébastien Fouquet, first miss of the game. I'm sure he will get other opportunities, maybe from in this first half. Nicolas Larag, high ball, the opportunity for the Perpignan forward to get in control of the ball. Charlie Wachum playing with Gavin Hume. Still the strategy, long kick, oblige Toulon to play a risky game and maybe to offer some opportunities to score.
Well, already we see a clear difference in tactics between last Friday's game, because the problem Perpignan had then was that they spent most of the first half in their own half, as opposed to in the Castres half. This man, Coach Jacques Brunel, has obviously had stiff words to his team, and so far, it's so good.
Yeah, it's a better concentration from Perpignan, and at the same time, Toulon forward don't look as strong and powerful as Castres was last week.
That's right, the Castres pack is one of the strongest in the top 14.
It's really improving. The very impressive team at the moment. They are third in the ranking, and they can still improve. Still a slow ball for Nicolas Larag and David Guirado. Still Nicolas Larag. Oh, loose ball for Le Corvec, trying to recreate a maul with all the forwards, and a slow ball, try to reorganize Perpignan attack. Nicolas Larag kicking deep, but Laymont is well positioned. That up and under. David Mellet, yeah, good carrying. It's a good opportunity. Manas won't be the first one to get the ball. Oh, still too long in danger. Will be David and Jack.
Still good pressure by Perpignan. Toulon under the cosh in the first 10 minutes. It's one-way traffic so far here at the Aimé Giral.
You can hear the crowd disappointed. They wanted a 5-meter scrum for Perpignan, but it will be a 22 meters restart. Toulon is under pressure. They really have to find a solution, get a better defense to block the first attack, and to be able to catch all these Perpignan kicking and try to get away from their own 22. That won't happen again, because it's a bad kicking, and they're under pressure with Perpignan back row. It's a good ball. Perpignan is really close.
Gavin Hume upended there.
Unfortunately, he was on his own, and Toulon was really well organized. Good reaction from Toulon defense. That was close.
Yeah, the second mistake by Sébastien Fouquet in the space of 5 minutes. Firstly, he kicked straight into the arms of one of the opposite number, and then his kick was charged down about 2 meters in front of him.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's better to be a Perpignan fly-half than Toulon fly-half at the moment. I mean, he's playing under a lot of pressure. It's really difficult. He's doing his best, but of course, Perpignan back row is really chasing him. And yeah, that one could have been avoided, because you just have to work to step back.
Gregory Lecorvec who chased that one down. So
Gregory Lecorvec is from Toulon. He's playing for Perpignan for a long time now, but he started playing rugby at Toulon, so he knows quite a lot about this team. Good pass from Van Niekerk. It's now Lamont is carrying the ball. A Mole, Evident Jack. Toulon is doing well, even under pressure. They have a cool head, and they try to put their rugby together with Van Niekerk and the forwards. That's the good strategy. Try to be patient, not to get too mad because Perpignan is putting them under a lot of pressure. Bruno now, they want to carry the ball, they want to create a momentum from the forward, but Perpignan, even if it was a fault,
tempers boiling over there.
Yeah. You feel maybe it's the frustration from the cast game is coming out from the Perpignan player, because you can feel they want to do really well on that one. They don't want to mess up with their first half as they did last weekend. So sometimes it's a bit too much, like this one, because they went too far. They dive instead of standing up.
A quick word on the ball carrier there, Laurent, Sébastien Bruno. He was overlooked for the French squad for these autumn internationals. Are you surprised by that?
No, it's only one reason, which is his age. He will be nobody can guarantee he will be still playing rugby in 2011, because it's already 33 and maybe even more. So at one stage you have to take the risk to put some fresh blood, because as the French coach, oh, look at that one, the ball fell down, so Sébastien Fouquet had to play. He did well, and the whole team is quite reorganized, so they're still in possession of the ball, try to recreate something with Van Niekerk, which is the real key player, is the captain.
That's right, the South African flanker, who's a talismanic captain of Toulon. Attempted drop goal, wasn't really on.
No, it was too much pressure to be successful. Jérôme Poricol trying to kick. Is now Perpignan being under pressure. They are so much under pressure that they're making easy mistakes, like this fault. He was offside, he knew it, but he still played the ball. Look at that.
Brilliant reaction, I think, there.
Oh yeah, particularly when you see the Twilagi running like that towards you. You know you don't have very much time to think. You know you have to react, and Sébastien Fouquet was brilliant on that one.
That's
right. Up now he will be more brilliant with his kicking.
Well, if the ball stays put, that is. Chance to equalise here for Toulon. Straight down the middle.
Yes,
easy.
3 points.
But in fact, that incident reminds me of a famous incident in France International against New Zealand a few years ago, with a fly half called Gelez, François Gelez.
That's right.
Exactly the same thing happened, and unfortunately for Gelez, he didn't react as well as Fouquet, and that was the last time he played for France internationally.
Yeah, you have a good memory of that. It's true. And Toulon is back in the game. They reacted really well. They were under pressure for the first 10 minutes, but they were really opportunistic. One real opportunity to score. They made it. So 3-3 all at the moment, and Perpignan has to restart from this carrying. Jérôme Poricol, long kick. He will be too long to put Toulon under pressure. Good.
Made the mark very clearly.
Good catch by Sébastien Fouquet is obvious in the beginning of that game. It's a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's heading towards the dead ball line.
Will he won't make it. No. And it will be 22 meters kicking from Perpignan.
That's going to have to go back, but I get the impression Fouquet is slowly growing in confidence after a shaky start.
Yeah, because Toulon forward were able to change the dynamic of the beginning of that match, and they were able to hold the ball, to carry it, and to put the fly half under less and less pressure, and so Sébastien Fouquet can try to do it. Good carrying by Loamano, yeah, and a good opportunity to launch attack, inside pass with his center Kefu, another slow ball. Let's see what Sinjak will do with it, and Sébastien Fouquet.
Teasing pass. Did his job.
And May wasn't able to control it. Should be a scrum. Knock on by the Toulon center May.
Clever chip there by Fouquet.
Yeah, because it was the rebound was between two players, and May was able to catch it. Maybe it could be a Toulon scrum. No, it won't be. Perpignan has the opportunity to get away with that one. Yeah, the Toulon back row wasn't bent with the rest of the scrum. So an easy penalty, an obvious one, something you should be able to avoid. And Perpignan has the opportunity to start something from that line out.
Just a quick word about Toulon. It's only 2 years ago that they were in Division 2 in France. And here they are, they're 5th in the top 14. They're only 5 points behind the leaders Perpignan. Have you been surprised by their success this year?
Not. Well, of course, you never can be sure of what a new team will be able to produce. But Philippe Saint-André has quite a good experience as head coach now. He proved a lot with Sale in the past. They kept the good players they already had last year, like Van Niekerk. They got some new very good ones like Fernandez Lobé, like El Abd or Skit in the back row, Bruno as a hooker. So they have a lot to build that season. They struggle a little bit at the beginning, which is normal, obviously. But now they have a momentum, and they really want to keep it. It's why Philippe Saint-André chose his first team to start this game in Perpignan, where maybe last year they should have put the second team because there was no expectation from it. They want to defy Perpignan and try to get some interesting things from it.
So, statement of intent then by Toulon with their first choice, Girardeau.
Yeah, good catch from Girardeau. It will be a maul for Perpignan and a too slow ball from Larag and Mermoz. Still the Toulon defense is well in position, but a good turnover from them and a very good catch by Tomeo Pum.
Really aggressive play by Toulon there. They deserve that turnover as well.
Oh, it's a shame because one player went too far, but it was impressive because the defense was really well organized. They didn't panic. They just wait for tackling the player holding the ball, and then they were able to be organized enough to get it and to make it a turnover and to restart from it immediately. It's interesting to see that Toulon is that quite organized. It's a new team, but look at that. They can start from any ball, any part of the pitch, so it will be interesting tonight.
Very good ball carrying by their two props, and that all started with a very good tackle by the Australian fly half Matt Henjak.
Yeah, he's quite mad player. I will say something about Matt Henjak later because he's leaving Toulon. I will explain why. because it's too important, this line-out. Good catch from Le Corvec, and they will try to carry the ball with the forwards. It's 15 meters. It will be a penalty for Perpignan. It's number 5, Toulon number 5 was offside.
Il rentre sur le côté, c'est en molle.
He came from the side, he blocked the ball, so it's a penalty. Let's see what will be Perpignan choice. The 3 points or the line out. That will be the line out.
Yeah, the man penalised there, English lot, Christian Chesney, ex-Saracens.
Quite a big block. You can see it in the middle of the mall. It was difficult to play with him right in the middle. Important line out for both teams.
Yeah, right on the 5-meter line here. Girardeau, he'll be celebrating his call-up to the France squad.
Good pressure from Toulon, but they started too early.
Girardeau took that very, very quickly. Henjak thought he'd made a good interception, but the referee's called it back.
Yeah, and there will be a yellow card already. Van Niekerk, looks like. Because look at the Toulon forward, they immediately push the ball. The problem is the Perpignan jumper was still in the air, so it's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
And it's a penalty.
Well taken though by USAP.
Yeah, and Henjak is getting the yellow card because Perpignan played the penalty quickly, and he blocked it. He avoided the try, but he was obviously offside, and it's a right decision because if he didn't stop it, it was a try, could have been a try. And doing it like that deserves a yellow card. So Toulon is 40 men for 10 minutes and under pressure, 5 meters from the scoring line. Perpignan by Le Corvec trying to score a try by this rolling maul. The Toulon forward are quite organized. And they block it. It will be a slow ball. David Mellet has to reorganize it, decide if he wants his forward to carry the ball or he try to place with Nicolas Laharag.
Laharag's waiting. You can see him in the corner of your screen.
Yeah.
Very slow ball out of there.
It will be the forwards with Tonita and one of the prop. It's very good defense by Toulon. They are well organized. They are tackling well, trying to put their opponent under pressure.
Acting as scrum half.
And now there will be, because of the scrum, they will have a gap somewhere. They have to choose. They will try to put someone as a scrum half, should be a wing or maybe the fullback, and then they will miss someone somewhere. So Perpignan has to see where is the gap, or they can score an easy try from that scrum.
Sebastian Brunner wasn't in that scrum whatsoever.
No, but that's Toulon's strategy. Try to slow down the process, to put to oblige Perpignan scrum not to be efficient enough, to not to put Toulon under pressure, obviously, because you can see Tuilagi is ready. Should he get the ball and try to carry it? Yeah, that's Toulon's strategy to turn the scrum.
Well, they did it there. They did it like a charm.
Yeah. Look at it. Yeah, they did well. And the ref will keep the ball for Perpignan, but he could have changed it because of the turning of the scrum.
Mellet to put in again. So it's a battle not just of strength, but of wits here. Freshwater didn't bind there. He's got to watch himself. Perry Freshwater, loose head prop.
It's going to be a first warning by the ref. Because obviously the two props, which was Freshwater as his opponent,
C'est un point
Laia
d'appui, c'est un point de
Toa,
distance, réglez-le, autrement je vais le régler. Hein. Il n'y a
weren't
pas une mêlée qui tire,
bending.
messieurs.
Yeah, they weren't bending to each other. They were too low.
Reprise du temps.
They fall down, so it was 3 or 4 faults at the same time.
So here we go again.
Flexion.
Yeah, let's see how he goes now.
Touché. Stop. Entrée.
Looks better.
Yeah, he looks. Perpignan has.
Here comes the drive.
Yeah, he's going to be a
Tuilaga.
score. He could have led Tuilagi to score, but at least he's offering 2 extra points to Perpignan.
Well, there you go. It's a pity. It's a pity. We saw that last weekend. It's about entertainment as well at the end of the day, but the referee's going by the rule book. Whatever, it's good news for Perpignan.
Yeah.
And they deserve it, in fairness. Tremendous work by their pack there in about, what was it, 3 scrums we had back to back.
Yeah, you can see Tuilagi is doing really well, carrying the ball as a footballer.
Yeah, very good foot
Should have
skills.
even deserved this, the try.
I think so.
The ref wasn't patient enough. And Jérôme Porical getting the conversion, so it's 10-3 for Perpignan. And it's quite normal by what we have seen so far.
It's a fair result so far. Here.
Perpignan spent a lot of time in Toulon side of the pitch, and they had opportunities to score. So now let's see how Toulon will react. They have the opportunity to put Perpignan under pressure, try to keep them in their own side of the pitch. If they can do that, they should be able to get opportunity to score. But don't forget, there are 40 men.
That's right.
So that will be a difficult task, obviously, particularly if it's a direct kick, which means it's a line out of the scrum from the middle of the pitch.
Yeah. Another 5 minutes before Matt Henjak, the Australian fly half, comes back onto the pitch. So it was crucial for Perpignan to score their points in his absence. And maybe it's a good time for you to explain the Henjak story.
Yeah, the Henjak story has to do with passport, because the law to authorize clubs to have 2 extra European, it's a bit more complicated than that, but I'll make it simple, 2 extra European players, and one is supposed to be Contepomi, and I lost the second one. Yes, it's Williams, the Australian ex-rugby league player, and the third one is Henjak, so it's one too much. They were hoping Contepomi to have an Italian passport, but he never got it. So they have to decide which player has to go, and he has to be Henjak, unfortunately. So normally it's his last game with Toulon.
Okay, well, he's made his mark in the wrong kind of way so far. Hopefully he can redeem that later. But at the minute, it's Perpignan on the ball.
With Mermoz able to pass the defense, but Nicolas Rag, good organization with Manas, passing to Alvarez Kerelis, and Tonita. It's a maul. David Mele looking for his fly half. And see with Mermoz, long pass for Mermoz. He was brilliant, but not enough. He was nearly intercepted by Toulon, but Jérôme Porical was able to hold it with one hand, but not able to get in control of the ball.
Beautiful blind reverse pass there by Mermoz.
Yeah, and Rooney maybe saved the try by just catching it.
That is champagne rugby,
yeah.
isn't it? Superb stuff.
Such a shame for Perpignan, because they were really close to the second try.
And using the width of the pitch as well on both sides.
Now that's the quality of Perpignan game this season. They're able to go from carrying the ball really close to the maul, and then to go really deep in width, and able to to surround the defense and take the speed and and keep the momentum, and then find where the gap is in the defense.
And they so very nearly did it there. And had a second try.
Yeah, and we are back where we were earlier. It's where the first try started, but now it's Toulon ball, so they could be able. No, they lost it. It's Tuilagi. Hold on, it will be difficult to stop him.
Brilliant.
That's the second try.
Brilliant. Once again, Tuilagi involved, the heaviest man on the pitch, 120 kilos worth, and didn't he use it to good effect? Look at the hole he causes in the Toulon defense.
Yeah, well, Toulon was under pressure. They immediately lost the ball. Tuilagi got the right reaction, carrying the ball, quick release, and then easy try for Farid Sid, because obviously there was nobody in front of him, as his wing was blocked by David Mele.
And great quick hands as well by the scrum half, David Mele. Instant pass. You've got to feel sorry for Tom May, faced with the prospect of Tuilagi coming at you.
You cannot play with 40 men against the French champion. Perpignan got the momentum, and now they are confident. They are able to play well, to make the right choices, no more mistakes, and Toulon has to be really careful now. They have to react, they have to be in control of the ball and to avoid to offer that opportunities to Perpignan to score so quickly.
So, Jérôme Poricol with the conversion. There's a crosswind here at the Aimé Girard. We've had light showers throughout the day down here in the southwest. Oh, he's missed it.
Not good enough. 15-3 for Perpignan. Let's see Tuilagi again. It was really close. Good effort by May to block him. Not good enough to stop Perpignan attack, and Farid Sid.
Farid Sid, I think that's taking nothing away from him. He was in the right place at the right time, but that's one of the easiest tries he'll score this season.
He can make it in very more difficult positions. Long kick by David Mele. Will be a line out on Perpignan 22s.
And we should expect Matt Henjak back on the pitch.
That will be the right time. Toulon has the opportunity to finally get the ball from this line out, try to beat something from it. That's important for the confidence to be in control of the ball for a couple of minutes at least. Yes, it's a good catch.
Chesney from Bruno's line out.
Yeah, it wasn't the obvious choice, but they got it. So Bruno is going. Yeah. Good carrying, even if he's under pressure.
Good defending.
Yeah.
Tonita, the Romanian flanker there, open side flanker, doing his job to perfection.
Yeah, let's try again. Toulon's strategy is to carry the ball with the forwards, try to put the Perpignan defense under pressure.
Well, they ran into a brick wall there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Tuilagi.
Yeah, they will start again, because they want to offer the best balls for the backs, and it's not slow balls to be. Perpignan is really efficient. It's a turnover by Nicolas Mas.
Good cleaning out of the ruck.
Yeah, you can see a really good organization by the two packs.
Freshwater was very, very quick into there.
You can see Aubin Weber and Philippe Saint-André turning his back to the pitch. Aubin Weber, ex-French scrum half in the 90s, now in charge of the Toulon forwards as a coach.
That's right. Saint-André, Philippe Saint-André, of course, himself a former French international, former captain, I believe, at the 1995 World Cup.
So that's Henjak, Toulon scrum half.
Famous uncle, Matt Henjak, in Australia, from the rugby league. Ivan Henjak, I believe, now coach of the Brisbane Broncos. So, mind you, Our Australian fans will know that already. They don't need me to remind them.
Saignement. Non, c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon, on joue. On joue, allez.
Apparently some bleeding somewhere, but not enough to stop the game. So let's go for that scrum.
Stop, entrée.
Tuilagi to melee. Going to long kick. Lamont is in position, able to re-kick as far as possible.
On joue, on joue.
Yeah. David Melee, quick line out. Nicolas Lara for an up and under. And he will be on his own, able to catch it. It's a knock-on.
Yeah, unfortunate. Good speed by Laharag. Good hands by Henjak. Loamanu.
Too long.
Poricel.
Poricel.
Probing kick.
Will he stop just by the line? Yeah, the perfect kick. Lamont has to kick again.
Sortez 4.
Referee telling the number 4 to get out.
Yeah, Perpignan is leading by 12 points, so they don't have to play a too risky game. They're first to put Toulon under pressure, to put them under pressure in their own part of the game, in their own 22, and then they will have the opportunity to get in control of the ball and to score.
So they've done well with their line-out so far today, Perpignan.
But interesting mistake by Tony. He just jumped on his own, he jumped on top of the Toulon players. Too obvious for the ref. Penalty for Toulon. The opportunity.
Jacques Brunel doesn't like that decision.
Yeah, he doesn't, no, he didn't like
the
that.
action of
the action of his player, because cannot reproach anything to the ref, but he can reproach a lot to his own player. Interesting for Toulon, a line out close to the Perpignan 22 meters. So let's see how they will organize it. Guess they want to offer it to their backs.
And it's the same again. It's Christian Chesney, the English lock, on the end of Bruno's line-out.
Was May at the scrum. And Jack has to reorganize it. I guess with his forwards now.
They're keeping it very tight at Toulon. Oh, he spilled it.
Yeah.
And he's furious with himself. Well, he might be. It was an amateur mistake.
Maybe it's the pass was it? No, the pass was perfect. It's really. Van Niekerk wanted to play the ball before catching it, and that's the usual mistake. That can happen when you are a kid, but that can happen when you are a professional player.
It was a low pass in his defense, but still.
Here we are, another problem with the two front rows. Another warning from the ref. No, just try to save the grass by moving the scrum 5 meters from the original place.
And Jack playing with fire there.
Yeah, up and under by Larag. Lamont should be able to catch it, but no, it's Gregory Le Corvette.
Yeah, Lamont missed it. Bundled off it at the Scottish International.
Apparently it's Gavin Hume. Yeah. Ref decision is Gavin Hume was in control of the ball and knocked it down. So it's a scrum for Toulon. Very fresh water. Perpignan lose that probe. And English international.
That's right. Born in New Zealand, played for England, now happily settled in France.
Yeah. I don't know if he married a French woman or went for an Anglo-Saxon one. But he's an international man for sure. And Jack with his lock and another more. Good defense by Toulon, but good defense by Perpignan, but Toulon has the momentum now. Fouquet and Jack again. Try to carry the ball. The middle of the defense. Sean Lamont.
That's right, Scottish international.
Skit. Blindside from Van Niekerk. That wasn't the right kick. And now the opportunity by Mermoz. Watch out. Oh. And Farid Sid has the ball.
Now it's gone out of play. Amazing that he didn't beforehand, but once again, superb charge down by Tuilagi.
Yeah, very. Look at the turnover. It's a real. Tuilagi was able to catch the play on the ball, and David Mermoz.
Maxime
Mermoz, sorry, was used his speed to try to beat the defense, and he was close to do it. Fortunately for Toulon, was Sébastien Fouquet back, and Farid Sid was immediately blocked and pushed in touch.
Toulon's line out. This time they changed the target.
Rolling more for Toulon, try to carry the ball. It's 30 seconds to go before half time.
6. Ok, 6. Vous tombez, vous écroulez le ball.
Toulon will.
Gregory Lecroix penalised there. And he gets trampled on for his pains as well. The life of a modern rugby player, it's tough.
You have 5 seconds to the last opportunity of for Toulon in this first half. Got the ball, they have to catch it and send it to the backs. Apparently it was too fast for the ref. We start again.
And once again, another top 14 game, and we've got a very strict referee.
Yeah. Looks like they all come from England. Sébastien Fouquet to Sean Lamont, well blocked by Perpignan. Toulon is still in control of the ball. And Jack has to pass it. It will be a drop goal attempt. That's a difficult one.
Very difficult, but he's got it. Superb.
Yeah, that's the best they can expect. They can get from that last opportunity, but they got it. 3 points by Sébastien Fouquet.
Brilliant drop kick. Look at this again. Hardly any build-up. Perfect technique. Creeps in. And what a way to go in a half-time. Damage limitation, 15-6.
Yeah, still expectation for Toulon to be back on that game. 15-6, still the opportunity to win it, even if Perpignan is really leading it.
Well, how about that? That might just be the little boost of confidence that Toulon need, because, to be fair, it's been a fair result here. 15-6 to Perpignan at the Aimé Giral. Join us straight after a commercial break for the second half of this top 14 game. Welcome back to Eurosport's coverage of French rugby. We're in Perpignan, where the champions are beating Toulon 15-6 after an entertaining first half of rugby. I'm Tony Jeffers. With me in the commentary tonight is former French international Laurent Benezech. Laurent, what did you make of that first half?
It was an exciting first half as Perpignan really started from the first minute, trying to push Toulon under pressure and try as much as possible. They were quite successful, but they had to wait for Toulon to play only with 40 men, following the yellow card by David and Jack, the Toulon scrum half. Then that changed completely the first half. We went from 3-3 to 15 for Perpignan to 3 for Toulon. And then Toulon didn't give up. They were back by this last minute drop goal by Sébastien Fouquet. So 15-6, still a lot to expect from the second half. Toulon is well organized. They have the strength to create something tonight, even if Perpignan is really in control of that game at the moment.
So there you go, Toulon, 9 points behind. They need a converted try and a penalty to get back into this game. And unfortunately, as Sebastian Fouquet prepares to kick off this second half, the recent record here in Perpignan, it makes depressing reading. They've lost the past 3 years, 37-12, 52-0, and 44-13. So it's a big hill to climb for Toulon. Can they do it? We'll see here on Eurosport.
It's a really high kick. Can Perpignan get it, the ball? Yes, they're in control, so it will be a maul. And the opportunity for Nicolas Larag to kick as far as possible and to oblige Toulon to start from their own half. It won't go out. It will be the opportunity for Sébastien Fouquet to kick again. Oh, well catch.
Brilliant
by
Rooney, the Australian wing there.
Yeah, they know how to catch the ball thanks to Australian rules.
Yes.
And look at Twilagi, another big tackle from the big man. And it's a turnover for Perpignan. No, finally Toulon getting control of the ball. And they attack with their backs. Little
grab a kick there.
And
didn't he do well?
Yeah,
that's the effect. That's the beauty of a little grubber kick, putting the ball into the danger zone, and that rattled Perpignan.
Let's see how Rooney dealt with that ball. It's really a good opportunity. It's May kicking it, grab a ball. Kefu was close to steal it from Perpignan defense.
And it'll be Sebastian Brunner with a line-out. Good play by Toulon's 3 Australians there. Rooney, Henjak and Kefu.
Oh,
Girardeau taking it away.
What a shame for Toulon. It was a good opportunity and they lost it because of this line-out. But Perpignan is struggling. Catch the ball and Jérôme Porrical is under pressure now. Will he be able to keep the ball? Yeah, he did it, but he did it in a wrong way. And it's a penalty for Toulon, the opportunity to score 3 more points.
Well, we thought Toulon had wasted a golden opportunity, but after poor passing by Perpignan and good work by Kefu, Toulon have a chance to pull the score back even further.
Yeah, you have to be patient as you are defending, not to make easy faults, and to wait for the opportunity to either to get the ball or to get a penalty. And it's exactly what happened for Toulon. And now Sébastien Fouquet has the opportunity to score 3 more points to make it 15-9.
He scored all Toulon's points so far. Can he add another 3?
No, he missed it.
And that's a bad miss, it has to be said.
Yes. Was the right opportunity. Perpignan will have to kick the ball now. Maybe that will offer another opportunity for Toulon to come back to the closely to the trailing line. That's
a real pity for Toulon. They've done well. They've made a brisk start to the second half, and they deserved 3 points.
Yeah, and if you want to create something from that game, you have to score each time you have the opportunity to do it, because you won't be that many opportunities.
Allez, touché.
Perpignan with Nicolas Larag kicking an up and under. It will be too far, and Sébastien Fouquet again able to offer the ball to Jérôme Porrical this time.
Porrical with the up and under.
A better one. Sharp, but Toulon is in control with Skeet and Van Niekerk. This time he succeeds to kick the ball.
The 2 South Africans, Skeet and Van Niekerk, combining well there.
There was a sequence where both teams didn't want to take the risk and to offer the opportunity to lose the ball, so they get the security by kicking high and run.
That's right. Well, you were talking about patience a while ago. It's becoming a game of chess out there. Bruno. They've done well with their lineouts today, Toulon.
Yeah, both teams are well organized and the clean balls and the opportunity to start something from it. Even if this one is not perfect.
But Henjak did well. Cut in on the blind side.
Let's see if Toulon can keep in control of the ball. Yes. So they will restart from the backs, try to create some momentum. Helabd able to go through the defense. Quick ball now. Sébastien Fauquet didn't pass the ball.
But they're stringing the phases together nicely here, Toulon.
Yeah, they're still running with the ball. It's Kefu now.
It's Chesney.
Chesney able to progress. Let's see if it's a quick ball. Could be an opportunity for the attack with inside pass.
Yeah, it looked like a forward pass as well.
Shame. The difference between Toulon and Perpignan attack are Perpignan is able to keep the momentum with quick ball from the mauls, and then when they spread their attack like Toulon is trying to do it now, the defense is not completely ready because of the quick balls, so they will find gaps somewhere. For Toulon it's more difficult because the balls are too slow coming out from the mauls at the moment. A good push from Toulon scrum and they control of the ball. Surprising because Perpignan was dominating in the first half. So Perpignan lost the ball. Maybe it's a lack of concentration. Look, you can see the ball is in Perpignan's side, but because Toulon pushed it hard enough, they were able to steal it from Toulon. Let's see on this one. It's a real steal, no mistake from Perpignan. It just Toulon was stronger on that scrum than Perpignan.
And that's not something you can say all the time. Perpignan being out-scrummed, being outplayed in their own game.
On that one, you can see the bending between the Perpignan players weren't that good, and Perpignan scrum exploded. It was not tight enough definitively, so you can see Nicolas Mas, the captain and tighthead prop, is disappointed. Let's see if it's a reaction from Perpignan. It won't be a reaction, thanks to the ref. And it will be an opportunity for Toulon to score these 3 points they missed earlier.
So a chance for Sébastien Fauquet to redeem himself. He missed, let's face it, an easier penalty a few minutes ago. Now he has the chance to make amends and bring the score back to 15-9. Fauquet, of course, getting his chance to start in the absence of Johnny Wilkinson. Wilkinson in the England squad for this weekend's Autumn International against Australia at Twickenham. But in the here and now, this is Fauquet for 15-9.
Looks good this time, and that's it. Toulon is back with 9 points against 15. There was an important kick, an important opportunity to be back in the game. Toulon is doing well at the moment, and Perpignan has to react, or they will be under a lot of pressure by in the last part of that game.
Indeed, it's as if they've been sitting on their laurels at the start of the second half. Perpignan, what's their reaction going to be?
Now trying to avoid the pressure. Perpignan pushing hard, but Jack should be able to pass the ball to Sébastien Fauquet. Long kick. He will be in the pitch. And Nicolas Larag trying to carry the ball and to pass it to David Melee and Perry Freshwater. Small. And Toulon is slowing down the ball, but David Melee is in control to Nicolas Larag. Passing the ball to Charlie Wachu, but it's lost. It's turnover. Sébastien Fauquet, Sean Lamont. It's a good opportunity for Toulon. They organize it, but already he was offside. Yes, well judged by the ref. And Toulon will get the opportunity to go back to Perpignan. side of the pitch, and maybe to score again.
But what's impressive is that Toulon are not intimidated at all by the champions, even in their fortress of Aimé Giral.
No, that's the Philippe Saint-André's success. He really wanted a strong team to play tonight. He went with his best players, even if the most part of the team played on Saturday. And he wanted to defy Perpignan and to see what was coming from that game. And at the moment, even if Perpignan is leading it, he has plenty of things to be satisfied by. He has plenty to work with, but at least he can show his player what they have to improve in their own game and what they can build on. And now Toulon has a very good organization. Even if Perpignan is playing well, Toulon still keeps organized, and they don't offer too many points to Perpignan too easily.
That's right. Home advantage in France, this top 14 really is everything. As Toulon win yet another line out. And here's Henjak.
Let's see, pass inside. Rooney and Jack to Skit. This time he was holding the ball when the Perpignan player was able to catch it.
That's right. He discussed it with himself. It's Nicolas Laharag with the clearing kick.
Yeah, and
pretty good as well.
The Perpignan player will want to start a new period, a period where they will be in control of the ball, they will be able to put their opponent under pressure and obviously to score points. At the moment, Toulon is in control of the ball. They were able to put their opponent under pressure. So let's see some changes. Even if Philippe Saint-André started with his best players, you want to rest some of them, like Van Niekerk. It's his captain. He asks a lot from this player. And sometimes he has to save him for a long season. So he will be out.
And Fouquet as well.
Yeah.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, but I will give the opportunity to Philippe Saint-André to look at other players who don't play that much at the moment, which can be options.
Ooh, thundering charge to Elagi.
Yeah, the good defense still. This time is Guirado. Remember the try he scored last weekend. He wants to do the same. Laharag to Mermoz, inside pass to Farid. Not to Mermoz, sorry, and it's Le Corvec now. So Moll, will Toulon be able to slow down the ball? Not enough. It's Nicolas Laharag to Alvarez Queiroz. Oh, Toulon struggle. It's a good.
Now it's been turned over.
Look at the run. It's
one-on-one.
David Mele.
Pressure on Mele. Sébastien Lobé penalised. Fernandez Lobé, rather.
It's a shame because it was a fantastic run from the back row. He was faster than the Perpignan scrum half, but unfortunately he was too fast at the end. He wasn't able to control his running, and he nearly walked over his opponent.
Yeah, the momentum took him right into Mele. But look at that lung-bursting run by the Argentinian. Vice captain of the Pumas. So he's got international caliber. There's the turnover. Substitutes doing their work. Clever kick. And of course, Fernandez Lopez, he made up a couple of meters on Mele there.
So David Mele is in pain because I guess he got his opponent
he came right into the back of him, didn't he?
Or knee just in the face.
Oh well, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, but he will deserve a lot of gain then.
He paid the price.
Yeah, it's a good break for Perpignan because at the moment they are unable to keep in control of the ball for more than a couple of minutes, and Toulon is really in control of that game, if not of the score, and Perpignan has to find the solution.
It's a double whammy, I think. It was both knees, one into Mele's back, the other into the back of his head. Here we go.
Yeah.
Take that. Yeah, it's more the head, isn't it? That's what did the damage. Yes, the referee.
Another substitution. Is it Nicolas Mas going out? No, it looks Alvarez Queiroz leaving the pitch. And Nicolas Mas too. So it's Olibo in, back from an injury. He was a key player in last year run to the chase to the title, and he didn't play that much at the beginning of the season because of injuries, but now he's back. Good catch and good run, but still another steal from Toulon back row, and a long kick again, but Jérôme Porical is in position.
Stop.
We try to reverse the pressure by this kick. Let's see if Scottish fullback. No. Let's see if Perpignan can this time make something from it.
Up and under. Gavin Hume.
Fernandez Lobe
spills it.
Couple of mistakes, so it will be a scrum for Perpignan. Obviously a good scrum with the opportunity to either to run, to carry the ball with Tuilagi, or to pass it to the backs and see if Maxime Mermoz can be magical as usual and create something.
So the replacement prop has a chance to make his mark.
Tuilagi to his back.
Oh, was that a high tackle?
And Gavin Hume should be another yellow card.
Hume just gets up and walks away. And the referee is brandishing that yellow card.
This is May. We got it.
Yeah, May's walking already. He knows.
So that will make Toulon task very difficult. Being 14 men again. Remember in the first half, that cost nearly 10 points. 12 points even, yeah, with 2 tries, as there were 14 men. So now the Toulon will have to defend, we have to be strong enough. That will be really difficult as they will start from less than 10 meters from their own try line.
In the end, it wasn't that dangerous, May's challenge, but it was a high tackle.
Yeah, that deserves a penalty. I don't know if ref has to show the yellow card as soon as is this high tackle with their own judgment, because if it's the first option, nothing to comment. If they have the choice, this one you can say it wasn't that severe, particularly as the Toulon player, all these opponents try to not to make it too bad. Oh,
but as it is,
surprising mistake from Porical.
Very surprising.
It's his first one. So Toulon has an opportunity.
And another thing worth mentioning is that Tom May is 12 centimetres shorter than Gavin Hume. So it's not to say that that challenge was deliberately malicious or intentional. It was just the height differential coming to the fore.
Yeah. But normally, if you're shorter, it makes it easier to tackle low, which is an even more efficient tackle than if it's too high. But anyway, it's 10 minutes, nothing to discuss about it. Let's see if Perpignan can take the opportunity. Won't come from this up and under, because Toulon is in good position with Fernandez Lobe leading by example. And the Toulon forwards has to play the game. Yes, Lamont, really dynamic. And see Bruno trying to pass to Fernandez Lobe again. He will block free Perpignan defender. And Jack for this long pass. Oh, Lamont really able to avoid the tackling. Another Perpignan default.
Yeah.
If the yellow card is severe on May, I won't say the same thing if it was a yellow card on that action on Maxime Mermoz, because he's really killing the attack, really killing the Toulon momentum. So if the refs want to help the teams to attack, they have to use the yellow card as a weapon, and on that one, Maxime Mermoz deserves one yellow card. Obviously, that won't happen, and Conrad Barnard will have the opportunity to add 3 more points, which will be.
That's right. This is the replacement for Sébastien Fouquet.
And he. Oh,
goodness me! Came back off the post. How unlucky can you be?
And Toulon got the good rebound. Perpignan got the good rebound. That's so unlucky for Toulon because they got an opportunity to be even closer to Perpignan.
That's right. They could be level. They've missed 2 penalty kicks in this half already.
Yeah, and even with 14 men, it's Toulon who got the best opportunity to score. So Perpignan lost its momentum. Remember the beginning of the first half. And even with 14 men, Toulon is in position to get in control of the ball and in control of the game.
Well, they've won that line out, just about.
Yeah, and look, they will carry the ball with the forwards. They did well in the first half, they're going to do well again. Oh, if they don't lose it on that one. Sébastien Bruno, another maul, and another carrying to go. Will be up and under by Barnard.
That's right, yet another South African.
Porical is really sure on that balls, and David Mele will kick it away.
Oh, well taken
by Barnard.
Having a lively introduction to this game is the South African fullback.
On Porical, it looks like tennis to me.
Yeah, they're just exchanging possession kicks at the minute.
And it's more tennis played on clay with long exchange.
That's right. We mentioned Conrad Barnard as a fullback. Of course, it's Scottish international Rory Lamont who's playing fullback, with Barnard slotting into Sébastien Fouquet's fly half position.
Good tackle.
Very good tackle indeed by Kefu. Mafileo Kefu, of course, younger brother of Tutai Kefu, former Australian World Cup winner.
And Sitana Umaga, who is the forward coach of Toulon. He doesn't look very inspired by the game at the moment, but he should be quite happy with what his team is able to produce at the moment. More change.
Yet more changes. Sébastien Bruno
will be Fitzgerald as a hooker and Kingashvili as a prop.
So Philip Fitzgerald, the Scottish hooker, coming on instead of Sébastien Bruno, and the Georgian prop David Kubriashvili coming on. So we're approaching the hour mark here at the Aimé Girald Stadium. And although Toulon are down to 14 men for the second time in this game, they're still in the game. Just 6 points separating them from defending champions Perpignan, the league leaders, to Alague.
It's a mistake by Perpignan. It wasn't supposed to be to Nicolas Larag, but he tried to catch it, then fumble it. Will give the opportunity to Toulon to be still in control of the ball. That's the impressive thing of that first part of the second half. Perpignan cannot keep in control of the ball for very long, so that offers plenty of opportunities to Toulon to organize their game as they want. And even with 14 men, and think if it was 15 men, even with 40 men, Toulon is able to play in Perpignan side of the pitch and able to get opportunities to score.
Well, now it's time for Perpignan to ring the changes. Coming off their fly half, Nicolas Larag.
And it will be a change. It will be Gavin Hume playing as a fly half, and Grand Claude, we just seen on the pitch, will take the position as a center.
It's French international Jean-Philippe Grand Claude. Yeah, so far in this half, Toulon are the only the two teams to have scored points.
And so, however, big hit, but there will be a maul. Perpignan is still well organized, close to get a turnover, but is still in control of Njak. And the Toulon backs with Fernandez Lobe, quite lonely, but still able to carry the ball forward.
Njak caught in possession,
but strong. I guess he played rugby league when he was young.
Well,
because he knows how to deal with tight tackles and try to avoid the pressure.
As we said earlier, his father was a rugby league international, so like father, like son. And as you said, Laurent, this could well be his last game for Toulon. So he wants to go out in a blaze of glory.
Nicolas Larag doesn't look injured, just it was a tactical change. Gavin Hume is a center, is definitively a center, but he's used as a fly half. He was last year quite a lot playing fly half for Perpignan. First, because he was a lot of injured player in that position, and secondly, because he's a really clever player, really able to organize the tactics of the backs and able to use his kicking too. So that's a good opportunity for Jacques Brunel to use change in his team, to create change tactically on the pitch.
Well, it's the third fly half he's used in 2 matches, because in the previous game I believe it was Steve Meyer who played there.
Steve Meyer is a very good player but quite fragile. He was injured for the main part of last season, and he could be the first choice for Perpignan in the future.
Well, that looked a very good scrum for Toulon, but it was turned over by that man. He's my candidate for man of the match so far, Tuilagi.
Yeah, it was a good catch and a good decision. Tried to carry it as the pack was under pressure, but Toulon defense was aggressive enough. It looks like he was fumble here, according to the ref. But Tuilagi had no choice than to carry the ball and try to avoid the pressure. The ref will want to get. No, I was expecting a couple of teaching from the ref to the new props on the pitch. Maybe next time. Let's see if he's right this time.
Njak.
And Toulon is progressing with the ball. That's surprising.
Well, Njak likes that decision.
I'm not sure because.
Oh, it's the Mandan. They're calling for attention. I hope he hasn't swallowed his tongue.
It's Guillaume Guirado. Let's hope it's not too important.
Indeed. Guirado has just been called up into the France squad for the autumn internationals in place of Luc Ducalcon, in fact.
Yeah, the cast prop got injured on the game against Perpignan, and he will be injured for the main part of the international games this month. So instead of choosing another prop, they went for Guillaume Guirado,
A hooker.
hooker. But Guillaume Guirado was supposed to be in the squad because until the last minute they weren't sure if they wanted another prop or another hooker. Tinku is in and Poulou.
So Tinku obviously replacing Guirado.
Yeah, won't know what happened on that scrum, but yeah, it's safer to get Guirado out of the pitch now.
Toulouse obviously come on for Perry Freshwater. So the two replacement props are on. In fact, the whole front row is brand new for Perpignan. Poulou, Bourust with Tinko, the Romanian hooker, slotting in between them. Well, here we can see the scrum again.
Yeah, the Toulon heat was strong, but so strong that they went out.
Now, did Rory Lamont stop that kick from going out? I don't think he did. Superb kick in that case.
Oh
no.
He decided the Toulon fullback pushed the ball out from inside the pitch to outside of his tries area. So that's a 5-meter scrum for Perpignan.
Yes, and any other viewers who know how to lip read, well, I think they could tell what was on Rory Lamont's lips there.
And that's a fantastic opportunity for Perpignan to score. He came from nowhere, but now with this scrum, Perpignan has the opportunity to carry the ball by Tuilagi. That's my main option, and try to score another try. But let's see if Toulon scrum with brilliant at the moment can put Perpignan under pressure again and try to save the try just by stealing the ball from Perpignan puck.
Well, it's on the 5-meter line. Toulon's defense has been superb thus far. And Jack and Mele fighting it out there. And it's as we were. I think the referee's just trying to impose his authority here, without really needing to.
Perpignan scrum was good. They were strong, tight. Apparently should be another change. Yeah, it's Laurent Emanueli, Luzet prop coming in. It's always difficult for a prop to start by such an important scrum like that one. But he has the experience, so, and he should be able, as he's fresh, should be able to put his opponent under pressure.
Well, it's a brand new front row for Toulon, as well as Perpignan. Now it's Kouriashvili and Emanueli, the two props, with Fitzgerald, the hooker, in between them in that front row.
But Perpignan scrum is still strong. And
he turned up.
And that's a change. Even if Perpignan scrum was strong as he turned, the rule is he has to be a switch on the ball, so Toulon will be in charge of the ball and will have the opportunity to get away from that so dangerous zone.
It is indeed, and that could well have been a turning point for Perpignan. 6 points to the good. Had they got a try, that would have been 11 points. The possibility of the conversion making it 13. As it is, Toulon still very much in the match.
Il est ici, s'il vous plaît, le blessé. Allez, on joue, allez, on joue.
Let's get on with it, says the referee.
Yeah, my guess is it's a strategic injury to give the opportunity to the forward to rest a little bit and to be able to have a good scrum now.
Mind you, both front rows are brand new, so do they need a break?
It's quite intense when you have you just out of a scrum which lasted for a couple of minutes. It's quite intense, so even if you're fresh, it's always better to rest before the next one.
Knock on by Toulon in favour of Perpignan.
Perpignan had the same strategy than Toulon. They turned the scrum, they put the Toulon number 8 under pressure, and so it was a fumble and a ball for Toulon, for Perpignan, with the opportunity to score again.
The Romanian hooker Tinku getting applause there from his teammates.
Let's look at Twilagi. Could be able to carry the ball again. It's David Mele. Inside pass.
Got back inside.
For Manas.
They're ever so close to that try line of Perpignan. Mele.
For Chaliwachuba. Good defense by Toulon. Still Poulou carrying the ball. It's 1 meter from the try.
Perpignan looking to push over the try line here for an 11-point lead. Can Toulon hold firm?
It's Grigory Lecorvec. David Mele passing the ball to his forwards. Tonita, the big man, but Toulon defense is in position, able to block the attack. So let's see what's going on. They will try again with the forwards. And if they can get a quick ball, it will be the backs in charge of trying to score. Slow ball again, so Poulou should have to run with it, as he does.
Mele's furious.
Yeah, of course, Toulon strategy is to slow down the ball.
And it's working.
Mele to Gavin Hume.
Gavin Hume.
It's Tinku. Good defense again. Olibo. They won't make it like that.
And he's been turned as Olibo, the big prop, the big lock, sorry.
Let's see if the ball can get out.
Superb defense by Toulon. I don't want to tempt fate, but
could be a drop goal attempt by Jérôme Porical.
And there it came, and there it went, but wide of the post.
No, it's a miss. You can see Toulon is really in control of this second half, because even under pressure, and under pressure for a long time, they didn't offer any opportunity for Perpignan to score.
And Perpignan got so frustrated that Gavin Hume, in your picture there, the new fly half, he decided to go for goal with a drop kick. And he wasn't far off. But that's a moral victory for Toulon. Their defense stood firm.
And now if Toulon has the opportunity to go back in Perpignan side of the pitch, it could be a lot of pressure for Perpignan to win that game, because still 6 points between the two teams, and Toulon has the momentum.
He's a good catch.
Yeah.
Rory Lemon provided it.
Tackled by Steve Meyer, who is on the pitch now. And Barnard trying to kick away the ball. Still Jérôme Porical with a clever kick.
Into the corner.
Brilliant kick.
Brilliant kick indeed. Just what the doctor ordered.
Sure. And Perpignan has to stay in this part of the pitch at the moment. They're not strong enough to score. They're not strong enough to create a big gap on the scoreboard. But as long as they will spend the rest of the time in Toulon 22 meters, nothing bad can happen to Perpignan. So let's see if they can keep their opponent under pressure now.
Indeed, best form of defense is attack.
Good catch by Toulon.
C'est bon, je vous ai dit.
Well, they're cancelling each other out here, aren't they?
Yeah, and it will be difficult for Perpignan to kick away that ball. The forward has to create a wall between the kicker and the defense. kicker will be Jack.
He's found touch.
That's a good kick, but not good enough, obviously, to make Toulon breathe again.
It's true. It's just beyond the 22-meter line. Tinker, the Romanian hooker. Done well since he's come on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Good take by Olibo.
And a rolling maul by Perpignan. Poulou on his own. Melee to Gavinium. Inside pass to Maxime Mermons.
Superb tackle there.
And quick ball, so now it's the opportunity. Steve Meyer, he avoid the tackle. Melee looking for his forwards. Charlie Wachu, a strong man.
Non, 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 3, non, chez vous. Chez vous.
It's a good position for a drop goal, but before an attempt, the forwards will try to score try by themselves. And they are doing well at the moment.
Very well, they've got men up as well here. Lamont screaming for this team to get back
Look
into
at the
possession.
turnover. It's careful,
Referee's called it back.
but apparently it was an offside position as he picked up the ball from the side of the maul.
Well, Toulon's defence.
And look at Jack Brunel. He already asked for the 3 points. He knows his team is not strong enough at the moment to score a try. He has to guarantee the win, so 3 points will make it 18 to 9. 9 points difference with less than 10 minutes. That's a strategic decision to take. Oh, apparently it should be a third yellow card for Toulon.
It's the referee's.
19 noirs.
Apparently the Toulon player tackled his opponent with his shoulder and not trying to make it a correct tackle.
Le 19 noir, t'es sûr? C'est lui? Tournez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Le 19 noir, il y a un plaquage après passe. Ok, à l'épaule.
And apparently he tackled his
La
opponent
pénalité est où, Didier?
as the Perpignan player didn't have the ball. Sebastian Lozada.
Well, it's the Argentinian lock. He's protesting his innocence. He can't believe it. Here we
That's
go.
important. Yeah.
Ouais.
Good decision, though.
No, obviously not, because you cannot ask a player to run as fast as he can, to stop immediately
That's
his launch, and when he can't even see what his opponent is doing. So it's more than severe, and that will change the end of the game, because you cannot win a game away with 3 yellow cards, even if you are playing really well, as Toulon is doing. And particularly when the third yellow card is also offering 3 points to Perpignan. So that changed completely the last part of the game. Toulon will have to make it with 14 men only.
trailing by
And
9
now,
points. Yes.
yeah, now it's
18-9.
9 points, so it's too much to
Game
deal
over.
with.
Dare we say it?
We never know, it's still sport. That would be really impressive if Toulon can change that. Yeah, particularly if they cannot catch the ball, like this one.
Advantage given to Perpignan after that knock-on.
But at the moment, Toulon spend a lot of energy trying to save the try, so it will be difficult for them to be able to change the course of that game.
Yeah, they've been unlucky. They played very well.
They should deserve at least the defensive bonus point, which means they have to score at least once without Perpignan scoring again, of course.
Ooh, Henjak bundled off the ball by Tuilagi,
Yeah.
but they've kissed and made up, so that's okay.
Yeah, but it should be a yellow card if you if you are logical with the last decision of the ref.
True, and the referee
Anyway.
hasn't been consistent. We've seen that.
He
throughout.
was consistent. Problem on the last yellow card was his line judge decision, where he overreacted to something which even wasn't a fault.
That's true. As you said, Laurent, it's impossible to kill that momentum. You're making your run for the tackle.
Yeah.
You can't pull out.
No. But let's see, Toulon is still in control of the ball. As you can see, Perpignan really struggle to be... Oh, what's a mistake?
Waste of a line out there by Philip Fitzgerald.
But at the same time as Toulon should lose that game now, 8 minutes to go and 40 men on the pitch. But there wasn't the... Of course, Toulon coaches were happy if they were able to win it. But the first goal was to make the team to improve their skills and to build something from it. And that's the first success, because there are plenty of things to be satisfied by from this game. Even if you can allow your team to play with 3 yellow cards in 80 minutes.
So if we're looking at damage limitation,
Gavin Hume carrying the ball and giving a good pass to Maxime Mermoz, waiting for his corner. Good. More for Perpignan, still in control of the ball with Steve Meyer. David Mele. Look, it's more Perpignan players than the defenders.
Tinku with the charge.
Poulou. Gavin Hume.
Chip
No.
kick.
Chip.
Coming to nothing.
Mbara. Fernandez Lobe. Oh,
Good
what
drive.
a game, yeah. Excellent player.
Well, even if Toulon don't win or can't win, at least they can go for the bonus point.
Oh, it's an injury from El Abd.
But if you keep the defeat or the losing margin to within 8 points, you get the bonus point. At
7 points.
7 points. As it stands, there's 9 points in it.
Yeah. But they deserve the bonus points
Stop, sortez bleu.
for everything they put in that game tonight. Let's see if they can make it, because of course Perpignan now will only focus on the defense.
A penalty would do it.
Yeah, but penalty on Perpignan side of the pitch could help too. So they first have to progress, maybe by a kick and a mistake from Perpignan somewhere.
No mistakes there.
No mistake. No, they want Toulon to play a risky game. Fernandez Lobe is really leading by example tonight. He's the captain at the moment, and you can see he's doing a lot for his team. Lamont was excellent tonight, trying to be on any part of the pitch, trying to create the momentum from his carrying.
That's right. Scottish international.
Yeah.
They play Australia and Samoa in the coming month.
Fitzgerald. Tackled. If Toulon is patient enough, there will be a gap at one time in the Perpignan defense, and they will get the opportunity to go in Perpignan pitch. But Manas carrying the ball, they have to be careful. Yeah, they have to stop him.
Very good run by Manas.
And Jack fighting for the ball. Now we go down, so Perpignan will be in control, try to build from it. With Steve Meyer, a good tackle.
Still with Perpignan.
Yeah.
Not in a hurry, Perpignan. Surprise, surprise.
They will try to make the forwards to carry the ball for at least 4 minutes.
Here's a good break. Mermoz.
Oh, brilliant. Mermoz will be inside pass to Oliver.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
To Manas.
Oh, what a try. What a try. Champagne rugby by Perpignan. In the end, it was Christophe Manas who touched down. But what a superb try. Brunel can't believe it, look.
No, Perpignan was clever enough. They were well organized in defense, waiting for the turnover and the mistake. They got the turnover, and it was Farid Sid going through the defense, but to pass the ball to Maxime Mermoz, Olibo and Manas. That was clever, that was sharp, and that was brilliant.
It was superb handling skills by the big lock, Olivier Olibo.
It's severe for Toulon, but Toulon is playing the French champion, so you know you cannot afford any mistakes, and 3 yellow cards is 3 to 4 mistakes at least.
Well, that's right, and the third try of the game for Perpignan. If they get an extra try, it'll be a bonus point.
Yeah, and
easy.
They're lucky enough to get that far with it.
Let's have another look at what is the try of the game so far. Sid. And how about that for a blind pass by Mermoz?
And Olibo was playing like a basketball player.
That's right, absolutely. Well, he's got the height, let's face it. 1.97 meters.
And he got the skills too.
Good hands all the way. Sid with the offload, very good, I thought, just before the contact. And that's 25 points to 9.
Yeah.
And that is game over. 2 minutes left.
Let's see if Toulon can score a try. They deserve it for all the effort they put in that game. Good catch by Tuilagi. He's still on the pitch. Still efficient enough.
Well, as it stands, Perpignan have scored 3 tries. Toulon haven't scored any, and that means a bonus point for Perpignan. Ooh, Lamont took a full hit there. He'll be winded by that.
That means a lot for Perpignan in the ranking, because with 5 points, they was already leading the league before that game. They will be ahead of their opponent, whatever the other results will be. They were ahead of 1 point from Castres and 2 points from Clermont. So now with 5 more points, they will be leading the league before the international games break.
That's right. And their next game after the autumn internationals is against bottom club Albi, which, well, there's no guarantees in top 14 rugby, but.
Yeah. There's no guarantee, particularly as Perpignan can be consistent against a good opponent, but a little bit too relaxed against a team which is not supposed to be a problem. So it's where the problem started, because remember they lost against Treviso in the European Cup, where they were supposed to win easily.
Okay, little chip kick there by Conrad Barnard. Probing. Fernandez Lobbe looking to take it quickly. Or not, as the case may be. Leading by example was the phrase you used before about the Argentinian, and it's in his blood. Of course, he was at Sale, the Manchester club in England, with Philippe Saint-André. And of course, he was captain of Sale, as well as being the vice captain of the Pumas. So it's last chance saloon here for Toulon.
They will have to steal the ball.
Can they score a consolation try?
It's important for Perpignan, because if Toulon score, Perpignan will lose their bonus. So I expect any present from Perpignan.
And that's it, the final whistle. Well, a handsome victory, 25-9. For Perpignan, but for what it's worth, I think that's a very flattering scoreline, Laurent.
Oh yeah, Toulon can be really sad about the result, where they can be quite happy with their game. They show a lot of control and organization tonight against the French champion. That means something. So Philippe Saint-André will be able to build and try to enhance the quality of Toulon rugby in the close future. Perpignan can be really satisfied, of course, by the score. They still have a lot to improve. They've won not to be struggling as they were around the hour. But still a good victory just when the international break is coming.
So 25-9 the final score here to league leaders Perpignan. Hope you've enjoyed. Laurent Benezet and myself, Tony Jeffers here on Eurosport. Stay with us for more rugby.